All right, as Matthew McConaughey would say. Welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's day is Monday, the 27th of October, 2025. The year BSV comes alive. Branch your threads, expand your mind with treechat.ai or your post put on chain. Right, let's see what we've got. Obviously, just going to go through my profile here. Just one or two bits that I want to touch on, particularly this bit. We'll definitely have a read of that if we can enlarge that image. Remind ourselves of that because that's what somebody posted to me. Yeah, one or two bits to go through. I'm going to have a look at some of the pictures here of the London Blockchain Conference because that's what I was down in London for, and I think I completely forgot to actually mention it in any of my news shows. So yeah, we'll have a look at that. Got an article from Cointelegraph. We'll have a quick look at the figures to see what's going up with what is going down. And then we'll finish with some 365 days of Bitcoin history. Right, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
All right, here we go, rock and roll. This was a really interesting one. So, Truth Egg said here, from the documentary Money Masters, the Rothschild Banking Empire. And all on the top of that video, it says, never forget this video still exists. So in other words, they'll obviously be trying to hide it. I was sent this one by Invisionden. Again, it's a parody cartoon on the felling of the Twin Towers. But this is the one I really want to touch on. So this was, again, posted by Craig on the 18th of September 2024. I might have to add this to the 365 days of Bitcoin history. Check it out. Check it out. And someone else has actually typed out underneath. But let's have a look here. Yeah, I think I can see. I think the picture's bigger there. But that translates to this post underneath here, which is pretty great. So the writing on there says, Craig, the document is not formatted and, most importantly, lacks depth. Dcash, as in digital cash, and others have tried these methods before. I really don't see how a commodity token will change anything. AD back, I actually think that's a doctor back. So a doctor back, as in like Adam back, worked on proof of CPU burn token before your attempt. Sorry, I can't see anything that would change this. P.S. John Rayner has a project you might like. And all that is written in that. All of it. I wonder who that was a reply to and from. I wonder if I could actually find the link to that. But that's, again, a massive. There's so many things coming out about the generation of the CSW legacy address and how it would have been created. And a famous quote from Satoshi Nakamoto to Hal Finney telling him that when somebody in the future wants to brute force a legacy address, they will find his initials in it, which is 1 CSW. Absolutely massive. I'm actually going to see if I can find that quote. I probably won't be able to find it on this show because we've got other things to get through. But amazing. Amazing. Not that shitcoiners would find that amazing, but genuine Bitcoiners do. It's sensational stuff, really. Literally sensational stuff. Go back one more time. This was again kind of unrelated, but again with Bitcoin, the truth will come out. And this little edit here was all about how they put dogs in polyester bottoms, and it affected the sort of the electrical field around them, and none of them could get pregnant. And they were just like, well, the same thing can happen with humans. It's a natural infertility provider. So again, all this stuff they're hiding from us, the truth will eventually come out. And the truth will set you free, as they say. And the truth will be on the BSV blockchain ledger. Yes, it will. All right, let's have a look at some of these photos of the London Blockchain Conference. So it looks like, look, they've all got headphones on there. So it's almost like a silent disco, meaning you can hear them clearly. I just so wish I'd been there. It looked epic. And again, I think somebody told me there were lots of, kind of like shilling and following the mainstream narrative, like, how to do carbon credits and, environmental sustainable goals, blah, 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 blah. But, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That's kind of, that's what I think it was all about. Lots of people engrossed in what was being said. Maybe they're trying to make sense of it. Who knows? She certainly looks like she was enjoying herself. There we go. We've got Kurt there as well. Richard Bowes. Oh, was that Orange Gateway there? Hey, you got Orange Gateway in the background there. I can't believe I missed it. That would have been my first time meeting in the flesh instead of online. But yeah, that looks epic, and that was from Ruth Eastman's profile there. I was trying to look for some more images, see if anybody else had them, but yeah, couldn't find any. Oh, what's this? This comment on 4chan 10 years ago was on the mark. But there will be no collapse the way some of these people will think of it. It's not going to be like the movie Dawn of the Dead or whatever, where one day suddenly shit hits the fan and prices skyrocket and everyone begins to riot and the SS come marching down the street to kill everybody. There will be no happening. It's far more insidious than that. Read the poem, The Hollow Men by T.S. Eliot, and you'll understand. Right, I might have to do that. The Hollow Man by T.S. Eliot, and also retweeted there by Ruth Eastman. So it's going to be a quality post, that one. Excellent. Yeah, so far more insidious. Wow. Talking about insidious, this is an article from Cointelegraph saying how Changpeng Zhao regained power between prison and pardon. What? With his Binance executive ban in place, Zhao found the new channels to shape markets and policy across the crypto world. Binance co-founder Changpeng CZ Zhao has spent the past year rebuilding influence after serving 4 months in prison for violating US anti-money laundering rules. Binance paid a $4.3 billion penalty fine. Zhao himself paid a $50 million criminal fine. He also received a lifetime ban from holding an executive position at an exchange. And he has the cheek to call Craig Wright a fraud and BSV is a scam. Literally coming from a convicted criminal who has served time and had to pay a $50 million criminal fine. Like, what on earth? And now he's got influential favour with the president. What? Over that year that followed his release in September 2024, Zhao resurfaced with government advisory roles. Like, you couldn't make this up. He moved meme coins with his ex-posts and fended off claims by the Wall Street Journal that he was counting influence through the Trump family and World Liberty Foundation. In mid-September 2025, Zhao updated his ex-profile introduction from ex-Binance to at Binance. Then on October 23rd, he received a pardon from the US President Donald Trump. A bit late. These are the moves that kept him relevant in the year leading up to his pardon. Binance Labs rebrands and YZI Labs expands. Honestly, I just can't be bothered reading this crap. Beloved pet comes meme coin cash cow. Oh my goodness. Zhao beef with Wall Street Journal and pardon question. That it's just all absolute naff politics. Naff politics. Are people going to listen to him? Are they not? Well, they're going to listen to him because he's controller of the largest crypto exchange, isn't he? But still doesn't make him not a shitcoiner because he absolutely is. Absolutely is. A criminal one at that. Dealing in shitcoins. You couldn't make it up. Let's have a quick look at the figures then. Here we go. So we've got Grapecoin, $115,000. B-Crush, 562. Fisher Price Cash, who cares? Bitcoin at $23. Transactions, 41.62. They're going down a bit. Block size, though, 93.9. Oh, nice block coming through. 156, 191, 32, 156, 115, 66, 79, 25. Oh, they're not bad. Again, like, 10 times more megabytes in one of those blocks than there is in the entire column of Grapecoin over there. 36,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Grapecoin. Oh, mining Bitcoin at a 7.4% comparable profit. We'll take that. It's also 6.6% more profitable to mine Fisher Price Cash over Grapecoin, and 1.1% more profitable to mine on B-Crush. What on earth is going on? Maybe the difficulty adjustment has increased. Right, Grapecoin hash rate 7 days. Other miners, they've got 10% on there. B-Crush, other miners 16, reducing that a bit. Fisher Price Cash, other miners, I think that's 41. And again, not really reporting the figures on CoinDance for Bitcoin. Let's have a look then. Confirmed transactions 24 hours, 393,053. Are we going to get to see the mining? Kuv 20.38, Tal 18.75, SA100 moving up 13.1, Mining Dutch 13.1, and Gorilla Pool 12.5. Gorilla Pool being forced to the bottom of the pile there, even though they're likely using Terranode. Interesting. Again, so currently in 4th place, 393,000 transactions over the last 24 hours. So behind the big dog, behind XRP, stuck at 677, and Ethereum 1.5. But again, sitting ducks, can't scale, nothing they can do when Bitcoin takes off. Just have a look at the prices. Bitcoin versus Grapecoin. So again, had this rocket up there yesterday. Look at that. Just coming down a bit, but yeah, it looks all right. Let's have a look at Orange Gateway. Bitcoin versus USD. So it shot up and then just kind of like gently making its way down a bit. Let's have a look at that. Bitcoin versus Grapecoin. Oh. So still up over the last 24 hours. Very good. Talking about 24 hours, look at this on CoinSpot. 24-hour trade volume is now 128 million US dollars. So probably cut that in half, which means we've got 70 million. But even 70 million US dollars, that's double what Huobi's got. That's massive for CoinSpot. I think we've literally found the biggest BSV exchange, and it's in Australia on CoinSpot. Massive. Let's have a quick look at the prices then. Bitcoin holding its own 22.95. 24-hour trade volume 2.9, representing 13 million. So divide that by 2. And you've got about 7 million to purchase all the buys, all the sells. Purchase everything on the market. Everything that's for sale in 24 hours you could buy with just 7 million. We know someone that's got way more than that. Way more than that. All right, so volume looking a bit strange again. This looked more distributed yesterday. And now we've got Huobi in first, CoinDCX in third, but no sign of CoinSpot. So don't know if I trust these figures. Liquidity hasn't really changed all that much. Let's have a look at overall. Market 3.8 trillion, Grapecoin 115. Let's see where Bitcoin is. Are we in the top 100? 96. 96, would you believe it? Let's have a look at these graphs on the right hand side. Yeah, all looking pretty similar. Bit of a shit show, really. Some 365 days of bigger in history. On the 27th of October 1666 was the date Hubert was hanged at Tyburn for allegedly starting the fire of London. But, I think the story's coming out on that one as well. It wasn't like an individual rascal making a mistake. It was people from the Netherlands who came over to start the fire and then went back. But the fire of London was all about bringing about the Cestui Act of 1666 in, which converted us all into stock. So, yeah, great, lovely. Right, there we go. We'll leave that there. That is a quick 15-minute show. Love it. Hope you enjoyed it as ever. Be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.